Hello, everybody. Today I'll be talking about the new event called Brand New Friends. This event is the second event for Umamusume, the global server, and today I'll be telling you how you could effectively finish this event much easier than just grinding over and over. I will tell you what support cards do you use, what other stuff do you wanna check, and before grinding with a specific UMA, because there's only like a particular amount of UMAs where you are actually like worth it to grind with this event point system with. So as you can see, I have 173,000 points, which is of course really nice, since that means I will finish the event in about 7 days, which is awesome. Since this event lasts for 2 weeks, I have much more enough time to finish the entire track. The last event was brutal because it finished at like 1,500,000 points, which is realistically like impossible unless you grinded the game like 24/7 for like a week straight. It was very difficult, so they readjusted the points required, which is of course awesome from them. Anyways, what characters do I recommend to use for this event? First off, if you have the brand new characters, Mojaro McQueen and the Tokoi Tao, I would recommend just using them because they have the highest event point bonus from all the characters. But let's say you do not have the characters. You could use the classical Bakshin just to like do a lot of races and just have easy, pretty much like have an easy time, just complete the event, grind it, etc., just like do whatever. But what I recommend for you to do is using a character like Grass Wonder. The reason why I recommend you to use a character like Grass Wonder is because if you check her career pretty much gives you a lot, and I mean a lot of fans. Here, this is 30,000. This is an extra 15,000. Here, this is an extra 30, and then this is an extra 20. And two of our races, yeah, it's like 7,000 and 6,700, but you still have the finals. You will pretty much be almost guaranteed to reach legend, which is 320,000 fans in one run, which is of course like really awesome because that means that you're grinding for your club while also grinding yourself the event points, so you could enjoy helping your entire community by placing higher on the club ranks and get much more rewards like carrots and club points, which is of course wonderful, no pun intended. And yeah, that's pretty much what I recommend for character wise. Like for an example, this run right here, this is what I used for my setup for this Grass Wonder. As you can see, the stats are like not the best for PvP, but you would want to pretty much like, if you want to just grind purely fans and get a good event points after finishing a career, this character was my build about 20,000 ish event points per run, which is of course awesome because that means I finished the track in like less than 35 runs. In a span of 2 weeks, I just have to do 2 or 3 daily runs, which is of course like not that time consuming. It's like about 30, like it's about like 40 to an hour of gameplay if you turn on quick mode. But as you can clearly see, I've gotten 450,000 fans from this run. Yes, I did go out of my way to race much more than usual, but this run is also similar, where I only got 350,000, but still, that's 3 runs and you get over 1 million fans, which is of course like really insane. Because even the top clans, 1 million is like great every day, because you're gonna give like in the top placing, you're gonna give like 30 million fans, and if you have 30 people grinding 1 million each day, then you will have 900 million fans each day, I mean each month, which is like pretty much almost to top 250 in the game clubs, which is of course awesome. So yeah, plays like this character is super easy because even like the inspiration wasn't the craziest. I picked it like any of the ones that I had. Like for example, when I click on Grass Wonder, I don't like, as you can see, I have nothing good in stamina or power. So what I did is just use my only 3-star, which is from El Condor Pasa. She has 3 speed, so I decided, hey, why not just go 3 speed? I picked this character, and for example, I borrow from one of my friends, an Uma, which is of course wonderful. I picked the Uma, then go in here, pick the deck that I want, but the deck is, as you can see, is kind of looking weird. Yes, you might be tempted to just like, oh, auto select, prioritize event, bonus, support cards, then just start the game. But I wouldn't really recommend that because one, you will have level 1 cards for the most part, and those cards will not help you a lot, which means you are more vulnerable to losing the career, and losing the career is not going to give you that much event points. So what I recommend is going to make a deck that will fulfill specific requirements, just as this deck right here. This deck gives me 79%, 79%, yes, 79% fan bonus, while also giving me 105% bonus total, which is of course awesome. And after I finish this, I get about like 20,000 event points. Awesome. I get about 350,000 fans, while also making somewhat of a decent Uma for team battles. It's not the best Uma that you're gonna create for PvP, but you will have much more success using a deck like this, where it's like using a 1 wit score, 2 stamina, and then 3 speed for like not really every character, but you will have to prioritize more in speed and sacrifice a bit of stamina and wits in order to get 1200. Of course, that is like awesome because you will just like have higher scoring, and you want to like get a high team ranking. If you just do not care about PvP and just want to get the highest possible amount, you could just go here, put whatever, and not really give too much care about that. But if you want to make a PvP Uma, this video is not for you. This is mainly for grinding the event and also grinding your club a good amount of fans. So before we go to, let's say, an event or like start a career, for example, here you might be like confused on why this deck specifically, why these cards. It's not because it's these cards, it's because they have fan bonus, and these cards might also be like the future cards for the event, which you get extra effective points, or I mean event points, sorry. And yeah, you just use that. You also make a good Uma, you grind the event, help your club out, etc, etc, but that's pretty much it. So let's say you do not know which cards give you the highest fan bonus, while also like, let's say it's a speed card, you do not know which one gives you the highest speed. So over here on Game Tura website, this website is very awesome for those who want to grind and min-max, because let's say for example Ogori Cap, you could just go over here. Let's say you do not know what Ogori the Frost Guide does, so you will click on it and it will tell you which options gives you what stat. So you could just min-max using that method of looking at the character's events and checking which event will give you what stat. But we are here for one reason: support cards. It's gonna show, by default, it's gonna show rarity. So this is all the cards that is released on global. It says show upcoming cards, but we don't really care about that. We care about the current support cards that we have. So We want to go by sort by fan bonus. And like for example, here is like all the cards that will give you the highest percentage. Sancho Diamond is gonna be like 20% if you have it maxed out. But if you do not have it maxed out, but let's say you have it like at limit break 2, you will go here. It displays it by level 30, which is like the non-limit break version of everything. Let's say you are at limit break 3, one copy away from max. You want to click until three show up, and then you want to check, oh, I have 18% fan bonus when I do a race, which is of course like awesome. So this website will tell you pretty much everything that you will need to know. For example, like if you want to make a decent deck, if you have Sancho Diamond, like 0 copies, 15%. Super Creek is also on 15% at 0 copies. Catsign Black, you're probably gonna use a max one from a friend, so that's that. So you're gonna have 45%. You can use Nice Nature for an extra 60% fan bonus, while also keep in mind increasing your event points for a decent amount. So that's also like really awesome. Sweep Tancho, I mean, sorry. It's gonna give you an extra 15 if you have it maxed out. And then if you have something like if you were around for the like last couple of weeks, you will probably have a max version of special week, so that's like 85% fan bonus, while also having a decent build for your Uma to comfortably win the career path with. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, make sure to subscribe to help me out, since this is my first video for a while now. I haven't been recording anything for the last 8 or 9 months. And if you have any like feedback on what should I change the formula, you could leave it in the comment section. Feel free to criticize, but just do not go hater style. Like nobody likes that mode of somebody like saying stuff that is not nice without being constructive at least. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one.